Hi, I'm Dave, I'm HQ Store Manager here for Warlord Games in Nottingham. I've started this US Bolt Action and Konflikt 47 army for a true passion project, and yeah, let's look at it soon. Yeah, so today we're looking at my US Bolt Action army. Well, it started off life as a Bolt Action army. I planned a 1,000 points list based around the Normandy Theatre, and I went from there really. I have a love for the motor style vehicles, so things like the half tracks and scout cars and jeeps really look cool. So the idea was a veteran force that could pile out, deal some damage, get back in and be very mobile. So after then, I actually moved on and thought, what can I bolt onto this? And the first thought was, turn it into a K-47 army. I have a love for K-47, which is Konflikt 47, and yeah, I added to this with like the different variants of mecha and also some of the Tesla weaponry, which I think looks really cool. So it took me around 3 months to do this project. I worked on it a couple of hours every night over the period of that time, and it just grew up from there. Literally every unit took its shape after time, and I was really pleased with the way it was looking. As a veteran hobbyist, I've done this hobby now for around 31 years, and I've been with Warlord now for just nearly 2 years, and it's taught me loads of new skills that I can tackle the World War II theatre and also the weird World War II theatre. Yeah, so some more on painting. I literally used an airbrush for these. A selection of Vallejo colours from the dark olive drab all the way through. Literally a couple of different layers were applied using the airbrush, which gave me a solid green colour. And then I applied pin washes using a watered down dark brown paint or a burnt umber. And this went into the recesses. This was applied after I'd put on the decals and things. This then brings out a lot of detail, which really makes these vehicles pop. After that has been applied, I do a nice varnish layer, and then I apply some pigments around the tyres and around where it might accumulate on the vehicles. You can also see some of these splattered on the heavy armoured infantry, as well as around the boots of some of the troops on the mortar team and things like that. That really rounds up what I did for most of the army, which of course is mainly vehicles. When it comes to troops, I used a colour scheme which I devised from the website. If you have a look on the website, some beautiful painted models, and I just followed the scheme that I thought matched it. Light jackets, dark trousers, and just went from there really. I used a lot of war paints, which are our range of paints. So the specifics for this army, it needed to be an elite force that was very mobile to take it across the battlefield in a quick fashion, deliver some pain, remount and move on. The elite style needed to carry over into Konflikt 47, and so I selected heavy infantry as well as Tesla weaponry. This gave me lots of painting challenges, and I got loads of hints and tips to share with you if you ever want to pop into the HQ store and find out for yourself. So when it comes to favourite units or characters, I have to say that in all honesty, I love the basic veteran infantry for the Bolt Action army. I think they are the absolute core and fantastic value for their points. They can deliver so much pain, and they can be delivered to where they need to be delivered by those half tracks. When it comes to Konflikt 47, it has to be the lovely mecha. I think any army for Konflikt 47 needs a big walking robot. That can dish out lots of pain, it can deal with other vehicles, and it can deal with some troops. I think it's really great and good value for its points, so it's an auto include for me in this force. So I've talked a lot about how this plays on the tabletop. Quite literally, it is fast, mobile and elite. The veterans form a backbone of the Bolt Action army, with the mortar laying down fire support. It's just really great and fast on the tabletop. When it comes to Konflikt 47, however, the backbone of that army is the heavy armoured troops. They literally are big, bulky guys walking across the battlefield in these suits of armour, taking as much firepower as they can while dishing out loads of firepower in return. backed up with Tesla weaponry, and of course that mighty, my favourite, mecha. So up next is really easy. For the bolt action side, I'm going to add some infantry, just basic line troops that I can use to lay down fire, take objectives, and actually hold those objectives instead of being mobile. When it comes to Konflikt 47, I want to add a platoon of Pershings. I think the firepower would just be absolutely outstanding and will literally devastate any force that I come across. Is that too harsh? Who knows?